Welcome, Coral family, 8th grade promotion. We appreciate you able to join us today. Families, we have a teacher that will be coming up, taking pictures of your student as they receive their certificates. We will email you a photo in a few days. Please do not come up to the front and take photos during the ceremony. Thank you. In honor and sincere recognition of these students for gaining proficiency and the required academic disciplines for 8th grade promotion at the Coral Academy of Science, Las Vegas, Centennial Hills, I am proud to acknowledge your middle school achievements and wish you great success for your high school endeavors. And now, will you join me in standing for our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Sardar.
Thank you, Mr. Sterner. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to the 8th grade promotion, class of 2026. This promotion marks the transition of these wonderful children onto their next step of their journey. We, the faculty and staff of Coral Academy of Science, Las Vegas, Centennial Hills, are delighted to see these children are ready to face the future. Students, we hope you will all achieve great things. Some of you joined us in our first year at this location in 2016 as a 3rd grader. Some of you joined us last year, and some joined in between. We are truly pleased and happy to see your progress. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I have sent you an email I think yesterday, right? Some of you might have already read it, and I want to share it again here. Dear students, as you head into high school, I'm not sure any of you shared this letter with your families or not, but some of you might have if you share it with them. If not, this is going to be the first time they will hear. Dear students, as you head into high school, you will learn many life lessons on your own. Chances are your heart will be broken at least once. You will wonder how someone trusted you enough to put you behind the wheel of a car. And you will learn what the outside world is like when you get your first job. Since I won't be next to you to hold your hand through those times, here is my list of lessons for you. Don't be afraid to fail. I don't mean your classes. In high school, take risks and try new things. Ask questions. Question your friends if they are heading in the wrong direction. In life, in fact, you might even question if you should stay friends with them. If you think of a project that you would like to try, ask your teacher if he or she will support your new idea. Keep reading and writing. This has to be the list of advice, right? Reread what you have written before it becomes public. Be kind. Be kind to each other in high school, in future, in life, all the time. Become friends with people from all different cliques and all different cultures, so that you get invited to more parties that way, right? If you have a problem, find an adult to help you. I know that as teenagers, you will always turn to your friends first. But don't forget, most teenagers haven't lived through the problem you are experiencing. There is always an adult who will be able to relate to what you are going through. And trust yourself. Trust your instincts. If it seems like it's a sheep in a wolf's clothing, run. Don't wait to find out if it is a sheep or a wolf. So, students, it's time to let you go, time to let you fly, time to share you with the high school staff and administration or teachers. I'm sure you are going to love the freshman year. As much as we would like to have you return as our student next year, we don't have high school here, unfortunately. I know you must move on. As I always say, once our students, always our student. Remember to come to visit us next year, in the future, and don't forget, show respect, own it, and be kind. Go Falcons. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And next, I will invite Chan Lengsavath, one of our Board of Trustees, to make his speech and invite our commencement speaker. Chan?
Hello, faculty and students. Thank you for inviting me today to start this 8th grade promotion. My name is Chan Lengsavath. My family came to America in 1981 from Laos as refugees escaping communism. None of us spoke English. I learned English and the American culture through watching TV, the Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Looney Tunes, and Tom and Jerry. That probably explains why most of my childhood I just kicked and punched my fellow classmates, all with broken English. Now I'm an attorney and a CPA. I am the chief of tax and license at the Gaming Control Board. Recently, as Mr. Sadar mentioned, I was elected onto the board of Coral Academy, and as a board member and treasurer, and the only board member for the Centennial campus, I may add. But mostly, I am the father to 2 amazing children who attend Coral Academy. Evan, who's in the 2nd grade, and Elise, who's in the 7th grade. None of them are here today, because this is 8th grade, which is a good thing, because if they were, I probably would be a lot more emotional and probably couldn't get through this. I don't bring all of this up to simply just talk about me, but to say that even if you start out with what I did, not speaking English, coming to a new country and just not knowing anything, you can still succeed in life. 8th grade promotion should be celebrated, there's no doubt about that. But it is only the beginning, the foundation to the rest of your life. Just like any beautiful building you see in the world, whether it be the Taj Mahal, T-Mobile Arena, or the Bellagio, they all started from the ground, a great foundation. That is Coral Academy, an awesome school that has helped lay a great foundation. Now it's up to you, children, to go out there and decide what beautiful building you're going to be. The foundation is laid. Just start building. That's my short speech, and now I would like to introduce another amazing person, the Honorable Tom Roberts. Tom Roberts has been in law enforcement for over 33 years, serving as a law enforcement specialist in the United States Air Force for 9 years and a police officer in the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for over 24 years, retiring as an assistant sheriff in January 2018. During his tenure at Metro, he rose through the ranks from police officer to assistant sheriff, working on a wide variety of assignments. Tom was appointed to assistant sheriff in December 2015, with his last assignment overseeing the Law Enforcement Investigations and Support Group. Tom is a member of the International Association of Chiefs of Police and the Police Executive Research Forum. He is the recipient of 3 unit Medals of Valor, 3 Unit Exemplary Service Awards, and a Unit Community Service Award. Tom has an associate degree in criminal justice from the Community College of Air Force, a Bachelor's of Arts in Education from University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and a Master's in Human Relations from University of Oklahoma. He is a graduate of the Major Cities Chiefs Association's Police Executive Leadership Institute and a Harvard Kennedy School Executive Leaders in State and Local Government. Since retiring, Tom owns and operates a law enforcement management consulting firm. Tom was elected in 2018 to our Nevada State Legislature as an Assemblyman for District 13, which is this district. During his tenure, he has served as Assembly Minority Deputy Leader. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Tom Roberts.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, first of all, when I came here tonight, well, I got an invitation, which I always have the last few years. This is my assembly district, and I've supported this school for every promotion ceremony the last 3 years. This is the first one I was able to attend. And then when I get here, I realize that I'm giving a commencement speech, which I didn't know that I was before I was coming. But so hopefully my commencement speech is longer than my bio. Anyway, so hey, first of all, I want to address the parents here, right? So in the Nevada legislature, you know, we really, or at least me and my fellow colleagues, really work to have school choice for parents in our state. We worked hard to allow for parents to have some kind of choice and fund schools just like you have here. This last legislative session, we actually added some more school funding to allow the state infrastructure bank to be leveraged to build more schools like this one. So hopefully you'll be able to build a high school by leveraging the infrastructure bank that we passed legislation this last session. I know you're very proud of the kids and the education that you got at this school, and I'm glad to have been able to give some support in that over the years. To the faculty, hey, thank you very much. This is a fine looking group of students you have here, and I can only imagine that they're going to go to do greater and better things in the future. To the students, hey, look, when I was in the 8th grade, I never thought in a million years I'd be doing the things that I've done throughout my life. You heard a lot about it. I went in the military. I did a variety of things. I never thought that I would be where I am today, doing what I am today. So the lesson for you is don't cut yourself short. Just like Mr. Sadar said, you know, don't be afraid to fail. Take chances, take risks. The sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. And today is just the start. And so I just want to say thank you and congratulations and good luck on your next endeavors. I'm sure you'll be a success, and it'll be because of the education and the support that you got here at the school. So thank you and good luck.
All right. The second half of our promotion ceremony is going to be led by the 8th graders. First, we are going to have the reading of 8th grade memories by Emmanuel Gutierrez, Kyra Losa, Gavin Ferran, Zaire Lewis, Joseph Buda, Janiyah King, Brandon Little, and Gael Garcia. So I'd like to invite them up to the stage, please.
Let's start off with the first story, The Pew Pew Game at Eddysboro by Zaire Lewis. Let's start off with my first and best memory. In 5th grade, we went on a field trip. I was staying with Faustine, and on this trip, we stopped at Eddysboro. We chilled, stretched, and also had some money to grab something like a snack or a toy from there too. Faustine introduced me to the shooting game, and I didn't believe what he said. He told me it was a game where we shot at a target while using the bathroom. So we went to the men's restroom, and because I also had to go. And then I saw it. It was some shooting tank game above the urinal. So I had a great idea that after Faustine finished using the bathroom, I would go right after him on the same stall. And we actually beat a record for that game. The Time I Broke Miss MacArthur's Ankles by Elijah Pierce.
This story starts off as a normal day at school, just me and my friends hanging out in class, making jokes all day, up until we got to PE. Before we entered PE, we thought it was a good idea to play flag football with Miss MacArthur. So we asked her to play flag football, and to no surprise, she said yes. After we got out to the sports court and the teams were picked, we started putting our flags on to get ready for the game. Everything was normal until the end of the game. The scores were tied up, and Miss MacArthur and I are on different teams. Keep that in mind. So the play started off with me running all the way to the other side of the field where Miss MacArthur happened to be. The quarterback from my team threw me the ball and I caught it, but once I caught it, I made a quick, fake left-right move, and to my surprise, Miss MacArthur fell. And on her way down, she was trying to catch her balance and grabbed my shirt instead and ripped it. To this day, that ripped shirt is my trophy for when I broke my PE teacher's ankles.
Going Ape by Caleb Castro. This story goes way back into the jungles of 4th grade. It was my first year here at Coral right after moving from Los Angeles. I had just settled in, doing school stuff, making friends and whatnot. However, one of the best friends I could have had that year was Miss Trafton. She had always been sweet to me, despite me probably being an awkward little dork. She teaches English, and being in her class was a privilege. She made ELA very easy to understand, but still made sure we knew everything we had to know. Comprehension was a big factor as well. Making sure we understood art on a canvas or in a book was a big factor in her class. This assignment in particular is one of her favorites, probably. We had to make little drawings of idioms or figurative language examples. Examples of this include holy cow or crap, when pigs fly, or going ape. I chose the latter for the assignment because monkeys were, and are, cool in my opinion. I did the assignment and replicated a scene from King Kong 2005, drawing a monkey hanging off the Empire State Building with a blondie in his hand, and turned it in. Miss Trafton, for some reason, loved it so incredibly much. I don't really remember why, but I felt so special because of her expressions. I started to feel like I belonged in this school, and just overall felt appreciated more. Something as small as that made me so happy, and I treasure that moment forever. If you could all please direct your attention to Miss Trafton if she is out among the crowd. She is most likely crying. Thank you for tolerating me in 4th grade, Miss Trafton. You and Miss Sancho Pietro have been like second moms to me, and I'm grateful I got to be your student.
NARC Reviews by Miles Jackson. This story comes from a dark time, online school, which for me hit when I was in 7th grade. This isn't really one memory, but a recurring funny thing that happened. Okay, enough introduction. I'm talking about NARC Reviews. NARC Reviews made online school much better for me and the whole class. NARC was, and still is, a student in my class. In an online school, after someone would present their speech or project, he would review it and give it a rating in the Zoom chat. Sounds normal enough until you actually read one. Every review was just a random mosh of outdated memes, random words, and funny references. He would review real projects for a grade with stuff like, that was a true blue Fortnite project. Ninja would give you minis if he heard that. A lot of them had to do with Fortnite. It may not sound funny in writing, but in those mundane classes, Narc perfectly broke the down mood and got the whole class laughing at his ridiculous reviews.
Vanessa by Calvin Lee. Dismissal is the best feeling in the world after a long day at school. But I knew something suspicious was going on the moment I saw some of my friends huddled together like a pack of wolves one day. My head started to spin, worrying about what they were doing. My face lit up when I saw it was just one of my friends, Joey, holding a knockoff Barbie doll. I was just as confused as everyone else was, but what Joey did next shocked the whole parking lot. He walked over to two teachers standing nearby, cracked the doll open, and started to drink water straight out of her. The water splattered all over the ground, and every single person in the parking lot started crowding around Joey. However, this would not be the first time Joey did something insane to this doll. following week, Joey would continue to bring the doll every day, and unfortunately, this left the doll in terrible condition. She experienced quite a rough life, often being thrown around, and her clothes even began to rip apart. Joey decided to name his doll Vanessa, and with a middle school dance coming up soon, she had nothing to wear since all of her clothes were torn. Joey desperately wanted to take Vanessa to the dance, and our teacher found it amusing enough to the point where she even bought clothes for her. On the day of the dance, Vanessa's clothes finally arrived, and some of my friends even dressed her up for the occasion. One of my friends, Brandon, cut off a big chunk of his fluffy hair and glued it onto Vanessa as eyelashes. During PE that day, Vanessa was being thrown around as usual, but she ended up being thrown over the wall. Wonder who did that? It also didn't help the fact that Vanessa was wearing a cheetah print skirt, which camouflaged her in similar surroundings. All the effort and preparation done for Vanessa was ruined because of that incident. Finally, during the night of the dance, Joey and Vanessa seemed to have a great time dancing the night away. They even received many compliments from people at the dance. In the end, it's nice to see Joey bring a new friend to school, and everyone, even the teachers, adore Vanessa.
SternerCon 2021. Main poem by Gavin Ferran, and the intro is by me, Brandon Little. Before the following poem, you should probably know what a SternerCon is. Well, as you know, our math teacher, Mr. Sterner, is very bald. A quite iconic look, I must say. His baldness is truly awe-inspiring. It's a sight to behold. It's no wonder that people would try to chase that fabled Sterner cut. Some of the pursuers of this dream got together one legendary day in November of 2021 to dress up as Mr. Sterner himself. These people included me, Gavin Ferran, Renzo Lance Barcelona Calma, Caleb Castro, Calvin Lee, and Austin Sweeten. Now, without further ado, here's the renowned poem of SternerCon 2021. 'Twas the night before SternerCon, and the children were sleeping, till an idea had started a seeping into the mind of the young Renzo to cosplay a Sterner, haircut so low. He messaged us, and we woke in a stir. We all agreed with the good sir. So Renzo set out to purchase bald caps, and bought a set of 6, and hands were slapped. We cheered and hurrayed. The day was ready. Now we all had to wait, patient and steady. We picked out attire, polos and khaki pants. Debating the best, many had lengthy rants. But once it was complete and ready to play out, we all went to sleep, happy enough to shout. At school we gathered on the free dress day, with proper attire, prepared to cosplay. When Renzo arrived, we moved with such haste, gathering in the corner, and we all braced. To see the caps, all colored so bright, and with glasses, clothes, and caps on right. We surprised Sterner, who boasted a laugh, and he found it incredible and took a photograph. In the weeks following, we were his computer wallpaper, and each time we saw it, we chuckled, letting out a vapor. In the end, SternerCon was a great success, but to end it off, I must confess, regarding the hat's hue. The bald caps were swim hats, and some of them were blue.
Party Party by Embryo Chan. Okay, so there I was, sitting in the back of Miss Calvarossi's class. I was making my grand plan to finally become the emoest of the emos. Since the desk got moved, we were allowed to find new seats. Out of nowhere, Cameron says he wants to sit next to his good friend, Amberly. I hated that nickname so much that I wanted to put it in a bin and throw it into a pull-up blob. It was a good thing that Timothy sat next to Cameron and not next to me, because I would have moved in an instant. Anyways, fast forward like 3 weeks, I heard something on my left. Something I would only either hear at home or outside of school. A fart. I slowly turned my head to see who the culprit was, and it was my other arch nemesis, Timothy. A voice erupted from my left. It was Cameron saying, "Did you just fart?" I have no idea how he wasn't laughing when he said it, but I couldn't keep a straight face. I didn't know he was just about to start something between the two of them, but I'm 99% sure they were about to have a competition. Everyone should know that you would not want to be in the middle of a competition, especially a farting one. All of a sudden, the person sitting next to me, totally not Cameron, said bet and let out another fart. Ever since that day, I've been traumatized mentally, and I can't even look them in the eye.
Oh, like Hyrulo said, I'm not a sentimental person, or at the very least, I tend to refrain from verbally communicating the emotions I have in most situations. However, for the sake of me wanting to leave you all with that strange feeling of lingering sadness, and maybe aim to choke a few of you up, I suppose I can make an exception. In the last 5 years I have spent at this school, I have found an incredible amount of support and love. To those who are closest to me, it has become increasingly and blatantly obvious that there are very few and certain people whom I have come to truly value and love over my years of Coral. When I sat down and began to consider the important and special moments to me I've gained over the years attending this school, I rather found myself considering who I am, who I find important and special. While I could spend an unimaginable amount of time talking about those classmates I've grown close to, I chose to write about how I found friendship in the most unexpected of people. A cliche, I know, but admittedly the most accurate description. To Miss Trafton, who made me the lively and occasionally obnoxious person I am today, introducing me to the world of literature and art to teach me how to accept my weirdness and flaws is what makes me unique. To Miss Rivas, who always had me hanging around her desk, listening to whatever she had to say when I prefer not to talk to anyone else. To Miss Wades, who encouraged me to be who I was before I even knew. To Mr. Sterner, who always makes my mornings better and occasionally helps me cheat on his math tests. To Miss Fallon, you know what you've done. To Miss C, who never turns down the opportunity to let me sit on her floor, but also killed Matthew Broderick at the end of Glory. To Miss Henry, who has always been an ally in all my interests and strange endeavors. And to Mr. Upton, my best friend, who has always been there for me to lean on and rap to. Thank you all for supporting me and loving me through every year, every questionable decision, and many good memories. In the short amount of time I've spent here, I've met so many wonderful people I may not deserve, but are here for me regardless. For 5 years, this school, though an ordinary place on the outside, was my home. And the people? I think it was Aaron Hartzler who put it best. Turns out any ordinary place can be made extraordinary by the presence of the right people. My second family, my home. Now I'd like to welcome Isaiah, Kobe, Kaylee, and Isabel for the reading of the names.
Starting off first, we have Kaden Baca.
Go, Kaden!
Then we have Madison Banawell. Then we have Madison Bishop. Timothy Brown. Bettina Buenaventura. Joseph Buddha. Renzo Lanz Colma. Caleb Castro. Olivia Chavez. Embryo Chun. Xavier Cruchet. And Jenna Damasco.
Rue Demars. Gavin Ferran. Aiden Fitzgerald. Darren Flores. Gael Garcia. Nehal Garish. Isaiah Greenblatt. Emmanuel Gutierrez. Kobe Henson. Miles Jackson. Janaya King. Calvin Lee. Isabel Leon.
Zaire Lewis. Brandon Little. Kaylee Matthews. Ethan Meach. Isabella Millington. Sophia Manev. Kempton Moss. Olaf Mulcahy. Gavin Neely. Aki Pastrana. Narik Patbat Canyon. And Cameron Persefield.
Elijah Pierce. Sophia Quintero. Kai Relosa. Gabrielle Sampson.
Kira Smith. Regina Soto. Caden Strickland. Austin Sweeten. Faustine Wafwa. Maurice Washington. Jackson Wicks. Last but not least, Stephon Williams.
Thank you everybody so much for coming out here. We had some cloud cover, it was perfect. Can everybody please give it up once again for our grads? And everybody please give it up for yourselves, you got them here. Thank you.